Good morning, children. Children, today I am going to take social for 8th class, lesson 23rd. Sports, nationalism and commerce. Yes, do you like to play games? What games do you play? Which game do you like the most? Think of some sports in which only boys participate. Are some games played only in the villages? Are some games played only by very rich people? So why do you play? Put a right if you agree with the reason given. Put wrong if you disagree. If you find other reasons, add them to the list. Playing games is easy. Put right or wrong. Then it is fun to play games. Parents, teachers and friends appreciate it. Okay, and next is games are challenging. Put right or wrong. If you agree with this reason, put a right mark. If you disagree with this reason, put a wrong mark. Then lot of scope. Games keep the body healthy. Next one is lot of scope to imitate their favorite likes Sachin, Sania, etc. Games are easier than studies. Appear on the television. No written tests and examinations in games. Win medals in international games. To bring glory to the country. Win name, money and fame. Finished? Okay. Collect the views of all the students in the class and find out which reason is considered most. So you will have to send the photos of this first page, children. I will see this. Okay? Then we play games for a variety of reasons. But what games we play and watch is also deeply influenced by what is going on in the society. Okay, so what play we are playing, which influences what is going on in the society. Take the example of cricket. It was a game played by villagers of England in open fields of their village, just like our villagers play kabaddi. So if we take the example of cricket, the England people, they used to play this in the open fields, just like how our villagers play kabaddi in the open place. However, today it is played all over India, in villages and towns. Especially the youth have developed a craze on devotion for the game. People spare their valuable time to watch the match on television. So today they have a lot of craze on this game. They People, they spend their valuable time. They devote, they have spare their valuable time, and they will sit in front of TVs and watch the cricket match. There are some people who offer prayers for the victory of their favorite team. And there are some people, when there is a match going on between their favorable country and the other country, they will pray for God so that their favorite team will win. Cricket has gained such popularity that the other games like hockey, football and traditional games like kabaddi, kho-kho lack the support. So encouragement and enthusiasm from the people, what could be the reason for this? Why do you think has a game which played in the villages of England has assumed such popularity in our country? Let us find out more about this. So why this game cricket has become so famous? Why people like this game this much? So we have left the game which is played in the villages of England. Why this game has become so popular? Let us find out about this. Cricket was invented in England by the end of the 19th century. Cricket was invented by England, and by the end of the 19th century it had become a game of gentlemen. That is, the rich men lots of land. The game required them to play on. So it became a gentleman game. Why means the rich men who have lots of land can play this game. The game was expected to represent all that the English value: fair play, discipline, gentlemanly attitude. It was introduced in schools as part of a wider program of physical training through which boys were to be molded into ideal citizens. Girls were not supposed to play the games meant for boys. So this was the fair play, discipline and gentlemanly attitude play. So it was introduced in the schools also, and the boys were given the training for this. Girls were not supposed to play the games which were meant for only for boys. But now all are playing that games. Unlike other teen games of England like football or hockey, which became popular all over the world, cricket took root only in countries that the British ruled, in these colonies. Cricket was established as a popular sport either by white settlers as in South Africa, Zimbabwe and Australia, New Zealand, the West Indies and Kenya, or by local elites who wanted to copy the habits of their colonial masters as in India. Cricket in India. Cricket fans know that watching a match involves taking sides. In a Ranji Trophy match, when Delhi plays against Mumbai, the loyalty of spectators depend on which city they come from or support. So when the match is going on, like Ranji Trophy match, when Delhi is playing against Mumbai, the spectators means the audience, the people who came to see that match were supporting to the city from which they have come. If the people has come from Delhi, they are supporting Delhi team, and if the people have come from Mumbai, they are supporting Mumbai team. When India plays against Australia, when India is playing against Australia, the spectators watching the match on television in Hyderabad or Chennai feel involved at Indians. They are moved by national loyalties. So if the match is going on between India and Australia, people who are watching the match through the television in Chennai, in Hyderabad, wherever, these people, if for example I am watching from Hyderabad and someone is watching from Chennai, to which team do we support? Obviously we support for India. Maybe I am living in Hyderabad and I am seeing from Hyderabad. Maybe they are from Chennai, but we all together, we all are Indians, so we support India. But through the early history of India, Indian first class cricket, teams were not organized on geographical principles. Was not until 1932 that a national team was given the right to represent India in a test match. So, how were terms teams organized, and in the absence of regional or national teams? How did cricket fans choose sides? We turn to history for answers, to discover how cricket in India developed and to get sense of the loyalties that united and divided Indians in the days of the Raj. The origins of Indian cricket, that is cricket played by Indians, are to be found. Bombay and the first Indian community start playing the game was the small community of Paris, brought into close contact with the British because of the interest in trade and the first India community. To westernize, the Parsi founded the first Indian cricket club, the Oriental Cricket Club in Bombay in a 1848. Parsi club was founded and sponsored by Parsi businessmen like the Tatas and the Wadias. The white cricket elite in India offered no help to enthusiastic Paris. In fact, there was a quarrel between the Bombay Gymkhana, a whites only club, and the cricketers over use of public park. When it became clear that the colonial authorities were prejudiced in favor of Englishmen, the Parsis built their own Gymkhana to play cricket in. The rivalry between the Parsis and the racist Bombay Gymkhana had a happy ending for these pioneers of Indian cricket. A Paris team beat the Bombay Gymkhana at cricket in 1889. Just 4 years after the foundation of the Indian National Congress in 1885. The establishment of Parsi Gymkhana became a precedent for other Indians, who in turn established clubs based on the ideas of religious community by 1890s. Okay, Hindus and Muslims were busy gathering funds and support for the Hindu Gymkhana and an Islamic Gymkhana. This history of Gymkhana cricket led to first class cricket being organized on communal and racial lines. The teams that played colonial India's greatest and most famous first class cricket tournament did not represent regions as teams in today's Ranji Trophy currently do, but represented religious communities. The tournament was called the Pentagular because it was played by 5 teams: the Europeans, the Parsis, the Hindus, the Muslims and others. By the late 1930s and early 1940s, journalists, cricketers and political leaders had begun to criticize the racial and communal foundation of Pentagular tournament. So what was the relationship between the cricket and the idea of the developing Western culture? Let us read about this Mahatma Gandhi colonial sport. Mahatma Gandhi believed that a sport was essential for a balance between the body and the mind. However, he often emphasized that games like cricket and hockey were imported into India by the British and were replacing traditional games. They showed a colonial mindset and were a less effective education than the simple exercise of these who worked on the land. I should, however, be excitingly surprised and even painfully surprised if I were told your boys were devoid of all game. If you have national game, I would argue upon you and yours in an institution that should lead in reviving old games. I would argue upon you that yours is an institution that should lead in reviving old games. I know that we have in India many indigenous games just as interesting and exciting as they are inexpensive, because the cost is practically next to nothing. So, speech at Mahindra College, 24th December 1927, the collected works of Mahatma Gandhi. A sound body means one which bends itself to the spirit and is always a ready instrument at its service. Such bodies are not made, in my opinion, on the football field. They are made on cornfield and farms. I would urge you to think this over, and you will find innumerable illustrations to prove my statements. So our colonial born Indians are carried away with this football and cricket mania. These games may have their place under certain circumstances. Why do we not take the simple fact into consideration that the vast majority of mankind who are vigorous in body and mind are simple agriculturists, and that they are strangers to these games? Letter to Lazarus, 17th April 1915, the collected works of Mahatma Gandhi, volume 14. So this is what about the lesson, children. You will have to read the lesson till where I have explained and write the question answer, first and second question answer in your notebook. Then take the photo of it and send it to the school mail ID. Okay children, till then take care children. Bye.